You wake up and nothing is wrong. No crisis, no disaster. And that's the problem. You check your phone without thinking. You eat without tasting. You move through the day on autopilot, waiting for something to hit, something to wake you up. It doesn't. You remember when things used to matter more, when music felt heavier, when ideas kept you awake at night. Now, everything feels distant, like life is happening, but not to you. You still smile, you still show up, but inside, nothing really lands. Days don't stand out anymore. They just disappear. You can't explain when it started. There was no breaking point, just a slow fading. So you rationalize it. Maybe you're tired. Maybe you're bored. Maybe this is what growing up feels like. You tell yourself tomorrow will be different, but tomorrow feels exactly the same, just quieter. And that's when the doubt creeps in. Why don't you want things the way you used to? Why does nothing pull you forward anymore? You're not lazy. You're not ungrateful. You're trapped in something comfortable. Endless distraction, predictable routines, safety pretending to be stability. You avoid the hard things, not because you can't do them, but because there's no urgency left, no pressure, no hunger. So you wait for motivation, and waiting becomes your identity. This is the frustration no one talks about. Not loud, not dramatic, just a constant sense that you're wasting something and pretending you're not. You know there's more in you. That's the part that hurts, but it's buried under later, under soon, under when I feel ready. And here's the uncomfortable truth. The excitement didn't disappear on its own. You slowly trained yourself not to need it. You stopped acting without a feeling, stopped moving without a mood, stopped keeping promises that no one else could see. Not in one big decision, but in hundreds of small delays. And your brain adapted. It learned that comfort comes first, that stimulation replaces meaning, that postponing is safer than committing. So excitement had nowhere to attach itself, because excitement isn't something you're born with. It's something you earn. It follows action. It follows friction. It follows self-respect. And this is where everything changes. People who feel alive aren't more motivated than you. They're just no longer negotiating with themselves. Discipline isn't restriction. It's identity. It's the moment you prove to yourself that you're reliable, and that creates control. When you do what you said you would do, especially when you don't feel like it, your mind starts to follow again. Freedom doesn't come from chasing good feelings. It comes from knowing you don't need them to move. And slowly, the numbness loosens, not as excitement, as clarity. But none of this happens while you keep waiting, while you keep asking, do I feel like it? Instead of, what does it cost me if I don't? You're standing in that moment right now, not between success and failure, between comfort and becoming. You can keep waiting for the spark, or you can face the harder question. How much of your life are you willing to lose before you decide to stop waiting?